Oh. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So, I'm going to talk about some important things that some of you guys might be doing it, some of you guys probably want to do this in the future when you get a house or things like that, or maybe you guys want to start now and whatever works for you, I guess, right? So, when I went to school, I went through preschool all the way to 12th grade. And in between there, I've been to a lot of different schools. And then the last 2 to 3 years now, I've been at this one school, and it's like a college type thing for special needs. So they'll teach you how to cook, bake, money skills, working skills, community skills. Like, there's a lot, a ton. I can go on and on and on. But right now, right here in front of me, I have this binder that we've done through the school year and things like that. And so there's baking, like money, employment, doctors, any type of doctors, dentist, regular doctors, hospital visits, anything like that. Groceries, house stuff, like rent or like you're buying a house or something like that. Budget stuff, cleaning, supplies, things like that. And then I also have some envelopes. So I'm gonna go through a few things in here, and then we'll start with this. So before we get to more of this, I could not find the fake money, and so I'm not sure. I'll try to explain more of the envelope system and stuff like that later. So here's this. Like I said, a lot of times. So I open it up, and this is table of contents right here. And it says banking, account types, writing checks, ATM loans, and credit cards, and probably more if you have more or something like that. Some people don't want to do credit cards and just different cards like that, and sometimes people just want to carry cash or things like that. But some other people are like, you know what? It would be a good idea to use credit cards and things like that, but you also have to pay or something like that. So just remember that there are different ways. I think I'm not sure, but I'm also learning about this kind of stuff also. But yeah, budgeting and money and management, SSI, income and expenses. So if you do have SSI or any other type of money, expenses, incomes, house incomes, vehicles, excuse me, anything like that, clothes, like shirts, sweatpants, pants, any type of pants, any type of shirt, anything like that, socks, underwear, stuff like that. Community resources, emergency resources, employment, resume, application interviews, and more. Housing, appliances, resources, and other things. Housekeeping, chores, and things like that, like housekeeping, like you're doing laundry or you're doing dishes, cleaning your bedroom, cleaning the bathroom, like cleaning whatever it is. You're like, oh crap, I don't have this, I don't have that. You need to make a list. I'll like show you guys what I do or will be doing, things like that. Insurance, like, of course, like, if you do go to the hospital or any type of doctors, you probably want insurance to cover whatever it is. So you're not paying out of pocket a ton, because some of those bills can get high and expensive. And, things like that. Personal ID and passwords, that's just yours. If you have passwords for laptops, phones, anything like that, or bank accounts, keep it to yourself. Shopping, you can look at ads, and you can do coupons too if you wanted to. You could also like just keep track of, oh, this is how much this is, but then this is how much this is over at this store, and and things like that. So, like, just, okay, for example, so if I wanted pineapple, but in a can, and it's 50 cents at, just say, at Walmart, and at Target, it's 25 cents, I can get that one at Target, or whatever I said, than at Walmart, And that was just an example. The prices might be not that, but you never know. There are things that could be that those prices, but at a couple other stores and things like that. Or maybe you want to get some food online, but you don't want to get like meat and cheese and milk and things like that online. You probably want to go into the store and get that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So, and plus, with shopping and things like that, I'll show you more of the stuff that I've learned and what I've did earlier too. Like when we do get more fruits and vegetables, things like that, then I'll show you guys what I do with that kind of stuff. And plus, when I get my own place here in the next, who knows, future or whatever, then I'll show you more types of kitchen gadgets, bathroom gadgets, cleaning supplies, anything like that. And I'll like try to bring you guys along with me with that kind of stuff. Table manners, sometimes you can eat by yourself, but then if you have other people with you, then like say if you have a party, or even if you have a restaurant, if you go to a restaurant and eat and things like that, then you have to watch where you're going in stores and restaurants. You have to say excuse me, things like that. Transportation, if you can't drive, you can ask around your neighborhood, if you live with your mom, dad, sister, brother, that they can drive, or you can ride a bus or some kind of vehicle or something like that, or you can walk, ride your bike. You can find some ways to get to wherever you need to go. And I don't use that. So. And then next thing is like in my monthly budget, and it looks like there's more than not that. There's only a couple in here. So I probably will make copies of this, my monthly budget. And on this monthly budget, it's food, housing, and rent, daily expenses, to who, electric, to who, gas, phone, cable, TV, internet, transportation, medical, clothing, like clothes, entertainment, and more. And you can also make your own if you wanted to. Something like this. I don't know, maybe you guys can see that, but. And then it'll say to who, and then whatever it is. I like to keep track of my receipts. I like to have receipts, and then that way when I get home, I can write them in a journal. Just one journal that I can keep track of. Oh, this journal is for list, and this journal is for feelings. This journal is for shopping, things like that, and how much I spend at different stores. Like at Walmart, I spend like $31.50, or I spend $2 at a restaurant or something, and I will write that like restaurant down, the date, and maybe sometimes the time too, or something like that. I probably will do that in the future. Like, I started doing that, and then somehow I drop it, and I really haven't done that in like forever. So I want to get back to what that kind of stuff is, and getting file folders, getting all sorts of different types of stuff. I want to get, for me, like I'll probably talk about more of this kind of stuff later too, but you know, I'll just talk to you guys later about it. For the banking, the cleaning, that kind of stuff that I said before. Now I have envelopes. You can use small envelopes. You can use these big envelopes. You could use yellow envelopes. You can use whatever floats your boat. So on here, you're going to have to make sure this is up like this. And then you can turn around and you can write, oh, maybe shopping. So then you would put shopping, or you could put on the other one, you could put clothes. And then just say, oh, shopping, $300. And you can put $300 in the shopping one. Or haircuts, maybe it's worth $50. If you want, maybe it's less than that. But if you want like highlights or dye your hair or something like that, it's probably a little bit more. Or for gas, for electric, for rent, so you can add how many envelopes you want to use. You can get a safe, you can get a desk, you could get file folders, you can add whatever you want to do it. Whatever floats your boat, that's how you can keep track of how much everything is and things like that. For me, with these though, I would rather use not one of these, but like I have one somewhere. One of those other folders that they're like almost files, you know? Yeah, something like that. And then you could put these in there. Say, oh, this is shopping, this is haircuts, this is, cleaning stuff, or whatever you want to call it. You could do holidays, birthdays, you could do a lot of different stuff with these too. And yeah, it's just, so I probably will do a lot with these, but I probably won't write them down yet. I will probably get more journals and just write in front. Here, I'll grab one of these ones. Like, one of these ones will have like shopping or whatever in front of it, or one of them is supposed to be my writing journal, my story journal. But then I ended up just writing some stuff in it. So that's, and you're like, oh, I need to write something in a journal or whatever. There you go. Sometimes people like to use different types of planners. There are a lot of types of planners online and stores, wherever you can see them. Small ones, big ones, large ones, medium ones. And so I like to use one of these ones because in the back here, you can add notes. You can add passwords and stuff like that. And I think contacts too, maybe. Yes, contacts. I love using these type of planners. And for my doctor's thing, I like to write stuff down, whatever I'm feeling, whatever hurts, whatever it is. I like to write it down on a piece of paper, lined paper. I like to rip it out. Sometimes I'll keep it in. I'll put it in here. I'll put it on this side, right here. Like, I was working on it, and on this side of my thing, there's my coping skills, or the coping tools, like, whatever. Like, this one is self-esteem journal. So, like, different questions, like, something I did well today, or today I had fun when, and you can add more to that. But it says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But I like to just use these questions just for that day, or like a different day or something like that. And like how I feel, and then you write it in or something like that, or on paper. And then, like, I feel this way because, and then you keep asking these questions. And then, of course, I have this. And it says, like, the brain, the eyes, the mouth, the liver, things like that. And then I also have the grocery list in here. I don't know why, but I do. I used to write down what I eat during the day, like what I had for breakfast, what I had for a snack, if I had a snack between breakfast and lunch, if I had lunch, and then I would write that down, like even drinks too, and how much. And I used to do that, but now it's like, I should do that again. And I'm not gonna catch up because there's a ton that I missed. But I probably should do that again because the fact that with my health issues and stuff like that, I really want to keep track of what I eat and things like that. You can use line paper, you can use your laptop. You can make it on your laptop and you can print it out and stuff like that. Just some different types of things like that. You can tell I have different folders, different binders, different notebooks, planners. I like to keep myself organized between doctors to money to jobs, things like that. I like to keep some of my jobs and stuff in here. And sometimes in the back, because this is a big folder, I can add how many stuff I want. So when I'm researching and stuff like that, I like to keep that in front here, like about different animals, different foods, different things like that. And maybe I'll organize that more later about like the animals go in this section and like the food, drinks, and stuff like that goes in this section and things like that. And then like I have some YouTube stuff that I work on in the next part here. And like I make a list of things that I want to film, like any challenges, games, tours, like house tours, bedroom tours. Like I'm just naming some of them. Q&A, skits. There's a ton that I could probably do. And then I grab another piece of paper or something like that, and I will write down like different skits, games, things like that that I want to do, and then I'll put it in this section here. And then of course some other stuff. And then like some house stuff that I am looking at and writing down prices, writing down the address, writing down like all these like different types. The year that's built, heating, cooling, parking, like garage if it's attached, if it's no parking, or things like that. So I have 3 so far. And then of course I have my American Girl, a bunch of information about American Girl dolls and stuff like that in places, and then I have more of empty space behind that, and I keep track of that. And I'm not going to show you everything in this one right here. It's just because some of it could be personal, some of it has phone numbers, emails, things like that, and don't want to show you. So that's why I went through it before I started this video and whatever I did. And I do have a cookbook, but I might have to switch it out with a bigger one or something like that. But I am working on organizing, working on a lot of this kind of stuff and building my YouTube channel, or trying to do a business on the side of YouTube and things like that. So if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. And we'll just see you guys all next time. Bye.